So the other day, there was a guy working on building a house out here. And me and Ruth were out here because Ruth is like, Cartel, I want to give me some. And me and her, we came back out and we saw the guy working, and so we approached the guy. And we started asking him a million questions. And he started spilling the beans, giving us all the details, all of the info. And my God, that was a very valuable conversation. For example, we learned that the guy that was doing the work is from... Alrighty, so we're about to go back out and look at this land. We're very close to making a decision. Our lawyer is involved, trying to work out some unique terms, and I'll talk about that a little more once we get out there. I'm going to go look at another lot, piece of land, maybe 5 minutes from that area, just to see what it looks like and see what's in the area. But I wanted, it started raining. I wanted to show you the house that we're renting now, because I'm going to be talking in terms of meters and square meters, and I wanted to give you an idea of what, in this case, 11 meters wide look like a lot that's 11 meters wide. I want you to get an idea what that looked like, and 32 meters long in depth. So that way, when we get out there and start talking, you have a general idea, you have a point of reference. But it just started raining like a mug right now. So I'm gonna try and wait a minute for the rain to stop. All right, so it don't look like it's gonna stop raining. So our house is on a lot. From this wall on the left to that wall on the right is 11 meters. That's about maybe 33, 34 feet wide. And it goes, so that's 11 meters front, and it goes 32 meters deep. So I'm walking into the front, so that's from our driveway. I'm about to pass in through a service area, and I'm gonna walk straight all the way back. This to show you how far 32 meters deep it goes all the way back to that wall. And inside of this lot, we have a pool, we have a sizable yard. So this is what 11 by 32 look like. 11 meters wide, 32 meters deep, which is a little over 330 square meters. I don't have the exact math. That's 11 times 32, and you will have the square meters of this lot. And as you can see, you can put quite a bit on a 330 square meter lot, 11 by 32. Like I said, we got a pool. 32 goes all the way back to that wall. So we got a pool, sizable yard, a lot of plants. So what we're wanting to get is 40 meters wide. So that's almost equivalent of 4 of these lots going wide. And one of the lots that we're looking at is going to actually go 50 meters back. So it is 32 meters long in depth, and so that means we'll get another 18 meters going further back. So just wanted to show that to you, and I'm gonna show you what 20 meters look like, which will be almost practically double of this, because we have the lot across the street, and our house right here is 2 lots. So from that wall, let me see if I can show this to you. So all that land space you see right there, that is 22 square meters wide. And it's kind of hard to appreciate the width of that from this camera. It doesn't really give a size. That's 2 lot sizes of 11 right there. So that's actually 22 meters wide. I'm gonna get soaked. So I'm gonna break down the pricing when I get in the car. All right, so I just want to kind of give you some perspective of size, what that looked like, and also gonna give you the cost. So like right now, there's a lot down the street. Well, they've all been sold. I think there's 1 left. But these lots, 11 by 32, a year ago was going for about 40,000 USD. I think one was going for like 50. So I'm just trying to give you some perspective because that's 11 by 32. So the lots that we were looking at in the video from last week, and I'll post a link down below, they were going 20 wide and going about 37 deep. So 9 meters wider and about 5 meters longer. And they're selling for like 22,000 USD versus 40,000 and versus 50,000. So significantly larger for much less. Now, there's a guy that is selling a lot that's 20 meters wide. So it's basically two of these lots in my house, and he's going 100 meters back. And so, and whereas ours was 32 meters, he's going 3 times more back, 100 meters back, and he's selling for like 46,000. And like I said, that's like 15 minutes north of Counsel. We just timed the drive to the grocery store to the area that we're about to go to, and it's like a 18 minute drive to the grocery store, to the Super Aki. And so he's selling his 836,000 pesos. And I'm sure he's negotiable. So that's why we're looking at, we don't want to live in a neighborhood like we are now. And I'm going to drive through here just so you can get an idea of what we don't want. And we love where we live right now. I actually like it. But we want to kind of be off to ourselves, where maybe there's no more than maybe 10 homes. And in this case, all the homes in this neighborhood that we're looking at buying, all of them have big walls wrapping around their property. So it's like very private. You have the big estate, essentially, like 40 meters wide or 80 meters wide, and you wrapped off behind a wall. So this is where we're at now. You're gonna hear the windshield wiper going. And so we're not in the Pravada. So most of the homes, some of them have gates, most of them don't. Let's see if you can see from here. Excuse the noise. Some got gates in the front of their house, some don't. And like I say, the difference is over there, the properties are so much bigger, they have walls with a big central entrance into each of the individual properties. And I'll show that to you again. So you kind of have your own privacy. And you might have like I said, man, because the lot sizes are so huge, you're not right up on each other. I don't know if this person has 2 lots or is that just one, maybe just one. And so costs in Counsel, of course, have gone up. They're starting to get priced out. And look like they sold those lots that were here. There was like 4 lots and they're gone. Look like there might be 1 left. And this is about 11. This is the same size as our lot we're in now. That's 11 meters wide.
Yeah, that sign's gone.
Yeah, the for sale signs are gone. So all of these lots have been sold. And so this is the street we live on now, renting, where we're currently renting. So we're about to head on up, and I'm gonna pull the camera out there. I found another piece of property. Found another piece of property here, and we're gonna go take a look at this. It's a little more expensive, but all the services are already there. It's in a different location, so I want to go see what the location looked like and see what's up. So yeah, all right, so on our way. I'll resume once we get there. All right, so we just got back to the neighborhood, and this wall that you're about to see on the right is 40 meters wide from end to end. So you see the corner where right there to the other end, it's 40 meters wide. That is what we are wanting to get, at least 40 wide. And I'm gonna drive down to the end. And we're also considering 40, maybe possibly 50 or 60. So I'm gonna break, when I get out the car, I'm gonna break down a new deal that we're working on right now. Let me roll this window down so y'all can see out of here. So we drove around the whole development. It's not even really a development. There's probably a total of about 7 or 8 homes out here that are already built, and there's maybe 2 other folks out here currently building. And so the lots that we were looking at are over here, but they're 20 wide, and the lot next to it is also up for sale at 20. Don't want to be dealing with 2 owners. Dealing with 1 owner is already headache enough when you're dealing with real estate. Really ain't trying to deal with 2 owners to get what I want, just in case one fell through or fall through or something just miraculously pop up and lose that deal or cancel it out, and then now I'm screwed. I'm stuck with 1. So I'm gonna hop out and explain to you what we just came up into the other day. You gonna come out or you staying in?
I'm staying. Go ahead. But I'm sure I get out.
All right. You roll that window up when you finish. All right. So the other day, there was a guy working on building a house out here. And me and Ruth were out here because Ruth is like, Cortez, I want to give me some. And so me and her, we came back out, and we saw the guy working, and so we approached the guy. And we started asking him a million questions. And he started spilling the beans, giving us all the details, all of the info. And my God, that was a very valuable conversation. For example, we learned that the guy that was doing the work is from Valladolid, if I'm saying that correctly, a small pueblo outside of Valladolid. And so the further out in these pueblos, their jobs are hard to find, but you also have some skilled workers out there that do construction, mason work, and all that kind of stuff. So the owner here, who wanted his house built, went and grabbed him from Valladolid, and it's really just paying him a weekly salary. Say, hey, for this phase of my building, I'm gonna pay you this salary every week, and I'm gonna bring all the supplies in, and you make it do what it do. And I don't want to say how much it was online, but it's insane. It's ooh. I'll share it in our VIP group. If you're a member in there, you can look at. I'll post it. I'll post details in there, but it's crazy. And so we ended up meeting the builder. So we got the guy, the mason or the home building guy. We got his information, but we also got the information of the owner who owned the house. We ended up meeting him later on that day, a local guy, and we met him for lunch or for dinner, and he just gave us the lowdown. And he connected us to the owner of this development. So I'm gonna turn this around and it's gonna make sense. So at the end of this road, it goes back around and you go back all the way through the development. And so we was talking to the guy, the owner, and he said what he can do, he's gonna extend this road out another 100 meters. And so he's gonna push another road. He's gonna put this road down 100 meters, and he's gonna put some lots on the left side and some lots on the right side. So just like there are lots over here and there are lots over here, it's gonna follow the same pattern. And so I'm looking at, for us, it's like, okay, we could probably, since I don't have to deal with the 2 different people down there, I can get 40 meters, and at least because I'm talking meters. It's hard for me to be talking back and forth. I've been living here for 4 years now, 4.5 years. I understand meters now. So he can go 100 meters out. So that house we just saw down the road when we first came in, they have that thing that's going 40 meters. So we're looking at maybe 40, 50, or 60 meters. So we supposed to meet up with them next weekend, and we're gonna break it all down and discuss it. So now the only thing is the lots only go 50 meters back. So 50 meters deep, which is about 20 meters more than the one at my house that we currently rent now. More than enough. 50 meters back is plenty, especially if we're getting 50 to 60 meters in the front. So he gonna give us a deal. It's gonna be better than what these ladies was trying to sell me. Now there is a catch, and I don't recommend this for everybody. This is one of the things that we are in communication with the attorney. I'm gonna have the attorney meet up with us when we come out here and talk to the owner. So apparently, I'm just give you some background, maybe because I'm learning as I go. And the one thing that I'm learning more than anything is find you a local friend who can do all of this talking on your behalf, because the rates are significantly different when you start approaching folks, and terms become way different when you start approaching folks. So a local friend, a real friend, not just somebody that you just met, but a friend. And hey, if you come through us, I got the local friends. So if you need something, we can find you whatever you need, wherever you need. So here's the unique situation here. So all of this has already been, the lots have already been divided and deeded and all of that stuff. It's already registered with the government and deeded and all of that. The ones over here, when he extended, have not yet been divided. So he was explaining to us, and the attorney said it makes sense. He was explaining to us that the current government in this town will be going out in 2 years. It's going to change. And he's saying, hey, they're trying to charge me all these pesos, a couple of 100,000 pesos to divide all this stuff up and deed it and all that stuff. And he's like, it's too much. I'm going to wait till the next administration come in, which will be about 2 years, and he feels it's going to be a lot cheaper. And so the catch is, if I buy this thing, it's going to kind of be like in a pre-sale. You know what I mean? Same way people are buying pre-sale homes and all of that stuff. So like everything, it's risky. It's a risk. It's a risk. Now, I talked to several people in this neighborhood that's already living here and already have a house and building, a couple of folks that are building, and they all know the guy, have known the guy for a long time, vouch for the guy, good guy. And the guy owns all this land all over this town and all throughout Merida, well-known guy, And so the idea being, he ain't gonna try and stick a guy for a few, for a small damn lot. You know what I mean? He's in the business of trying to sell land, and that's what he wants to do, trying to sell the land. So of course, everything comes with risk. So I'm just disclosing all of this, sharing all of this, because again, I'm not suggesting or even hinting at the idea or the fact that you should do what I do. I wouldn't even attempt to do this unless you've already been living here for a while, know your way around, know some people, and know what the risks are, know what you're getting into. And I know exactly what I'm getting into. If I decide to proceed forward with this, I got an attorney who is really, really good at what he does. He's going to make sure my interests are taken care of. And a lot of the things that they do out here, when they do contracts and whatnot, I mean, you can go to jail if you don't follow through on these terms of a contract. And so, like I said, this guy ain't gonna go to jail over a small piece of land, considering all that he owns and whatnot. So I'll have more details about it, but I'm a gambler by nature, and I take risks by nature. It's in my blood. So for me, walk in the park. If I lose, I lose. Ain't a big deal. We keep it moving. That's me. That's my mindset. I have a high tolerance for loss, high risk tolerance for loss. And again, don't even attempt to do anything that I'm doing. Don't take this as that I'm suggesting. In fact, I won't even give y'all this guy's contact. You know what I'm saying? Until the lots have been properly allocated and divided and registered and all of that, because I don't want anybody to ever come back to me and talking about, man, I done lost my money because of you. No. Not even gonna set myself up like that. But what I am saying is there are opportunities out here. There are deals out here. There are workarounds for everything to make things work in your favor. The people out here are willing to deal. They're willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying? And you got options. Now, the same guy, and not just this guy, but some other guys that I met, they have large plots of land. We're talking 5 acres, 10 acres, 50 acres, 100 acres. And it's super, super cheap. And I know a lot of people say, don't use the term cheap, you in Mexico. Well, I'm not talking to other Mexicans in Mexico. This video is for my audience out in the United States. That's who I'm talking to right now. You know what I'm saying? So, very cheap. So if you're looking for a compound, and quite honestly, like I say, if I get 60 meters wide, and we just saw down at the gate, that was, the house behind us, that was 40 meters wide. I'm talking about 60 meters wide and then going 50 to the back. That's a lot of space. And hell, depending on what he's charging for 100 across, I might get a damn 100. One of the benefits to buying land in like a pre-sale mode when it hasn't been divided, the prices are better. You get cheaper pricing. Now, the electricity and also when the services have not been added to the streets, is also cheaper as well. So they just put poles up for electricity to come out, and it might be another year before they finish up. They've been trying to get all the owners to put the money in so they can get it done faster. But most of the people here just own land. They had no intentions of building a house, and so they're not trying to put any more money into the development. They just trying to sell their lots. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the main guy, he's very interested in getting people out here that are ready to build pretty quickly, so they can get the services in, the streets paved, the lights out here, services and all that stuff. So I'm good with it. So we've been doing our research, waiting on the final meeting between the attorney, the owner, hammer out some details, and if everything is a go, we're gonna go. We just gotta decide how much space we want in terms of the lot. But as you can see, man, it is beautiful out here. It is quiet. It is peaceful out here. Behind this lot, there's some big giant houses back here behind us, all in this community. And when this is all said and done, this place is going to be absolutely gorgeous. No doubt in my mind. Very beautiful. In fact, we'll be out here. One of the people are selling their homes. Parents passed away, and they're getting the house cleaned up, getting it ready to get it listed. They want us to come out, film it, record it, get it out, and help them sell it. And beautiful home. It's a quinta, and big private lot, swimming pool. I mean, you can actually hold events out there if you wanted to. And that's one of the reasons why we're wanting to be out here kind of off to ourselves, not in a traditional neighborhood. Because in the future, we plan to be hosting events and doing different things, retreats and workshops. And so being out here affords us the opportunity to do that. No restrictions, no HOA, and with a big giant lot, we can do whatever the heck we want. And with 60 wide, 50 long, 50 deep, we can have horses, we do whatever we want, have some goats, be off grid, all of that. So we are excited. It's hard because we're just waiting on the final okay from the lawyer if we can make it work. And we're not worried about the obstacles. Everybody has their opinion on, oh, you're going to get ripped off, you're going to get scammed, blah, 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 blah. We know the risks. We're willing to deal with that. And, hey, that's us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just walking down here looking at this other lot. So this is about 20 from this corner to that corner of bricks is about 20 wide. Yeah, that's a lot of space. And if I recall, I think these go back 40 or 60. If I recall, I was looking at everything on the Google Earth. Real nice. Real nice. And there's a family up there building a house up there on the end. So that's it. Man, y'all got questions? Ask. If you're not a member of our VIP group, check us out, moveabroadandthrive.com/VIP. Join. Inside that group, you can ask questions. Our members will generally answer. There's an Ask Cartest section in there. You can ask me whatever you like, and generally respond within 48 to 72 hours. And join. Let's talk. Book a consultation. Move Abroad and Thrive.